JCS, Astrobate, Sheeper Spieler, somewhat unsounds kicking around here somewhere. Who else? Moobot, Mr. Slowhand, welcome guys, and Andrea. Bunch of people I recognize in the chat already. We're just getting started, our second stream of the day. Welcome guys to my new week of chess streaming, actually the end of my holiday week of chess streaming, which has been broken up by 3 days off. I want to thank WJ Loof, Agnes Karadewski, and Jim for your donations this week. Thanks everybody. We're going to be back to business tomorrow as well, Monday. Thanks Moobot. Moobot counts as a viewer, right? Right? I hope so. Anyway, this is our Simul. Hate mail. Oh, go back, please. I think I went back. It's cool that we don't lose what we typed into, because I would freak out if my Simul page was erased. If by going back to the previous page, I would lose this. Typing all that in. The Sladgie Simul, aka Sparkle Horse Simul. Jim, the Simul. The Simul of love. I have a plus score. So does Sheeper Spieler. I'm still completely... I thought you said titled. Oh, Andrea Peroni beat the Mysterious Expert. You're down 2-1. Gotta start on a positive. I misguessed his last move. So. Alright. Anyway, I don't take losses and victories too seriously at that time control. It would be in my favor to not count all the games that are played 3-0, so I'm not going to brag too much about my victories. So-called victories. Alright, Sheeper Spieler. Thanks for joining us. 2450 Blitz, 1560 Bullet. The draws remain. Draws are serious every time control. I love draws. Mr. Sohan just donated 666. Can't wait for the new year. I can't wait for this horrible year to be over. I agree. We got Tenemo Chair from Mr. Sohan's very generous donation of 666 bits, making him the bit leader. The bit leader for today's Simul. Sparkle Horse Simul on lichess. I should probably name these Simul something else, but if I keep it the same name, everyone knows where it is. Alright. 20 minutes, 40 seconds, 90 minutes. We're getting ready to start here. An NM you beat. I guess he doesn't like bullet. I have 0 bullet games. I could like lose one game to a 24. Well, I could lose one game to a 2000, let's say. Which happens. I could be 1560 probably. If I just lost my first bullet game to say a 2000 bullet player who was fast, it'd be easy to do. See if I can do it someday for you. Alright. International Master Pascal Weekly Classical Simul. Please support my efforts. Streaming live on Twitch. Reruns of other cool videos. Please subscribe on YouTube. Video chess training on YouTube. Simul rules. There are no bullet style fast play. That's kind of vague for some people, but I'm playing 25 boards. Please try to use at least 5 to 10 seconds per move, so you're not adding up, extra time before we even start to play. I don't want to see anybody getting to like whatever, twice as much time as you started. No signing up and leaving in the first few moves. Long games up to 3 hours. Mr. Sohan just donated a tier 1 sub to Sad Girl. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Sohan has given 331 gift subs in the channel. One of our biggest supporters. Losing to a 2K guy is funny. Funny for someone rated 2550, I guess. Technically, do you have any idea how high you're supposed to score against someone who's more than 500 points lower than you? I mean, you're supposed to score like 99.5%, I think. No signing up and leaving for the first few moves. Obviously, there's going to be higher variance the faster time controls. No London system. Very important. Rule number 1. Thanks everyone for watching and subscribing, and any donations. That's it. So we're going to host new Simul. Well, I guess in Bullet it could be as low as 95, 96%. If we're talking like classical games, it should be much higher. Your percentage against someone 500 points lower. The faster the time control, the higher the variance. I tend to think more in terms of classical chess because I prefer it. Alright. Classical chess is a dying breed. We've got Yevgeny Viktorovich. Stopped by the tournament today. Someone on sound. Murales. AP87 is in the chat. Chef Master. Hiroku plays a lot. Hey, it's Mira. Welcome. Good to see you playing. Haven't seen you in a while. Magmercerin. Dude. That's the guy that lost the famous King's Indian attack against Fischer in my 60 memorable games. He's a Mongolian. It's funny, at first I thought that was like an Icelandic name or something. It sounded weird. Magnusaran. Acerbate. Jim. Mr. Slow. Mr. Slow, I'm trying to get you in there, but we got some weird bug. Uber driver. Former subscriber to the stream. Oh, is he a GM? I didn't realize that. He's Mongolian, you know. I didn't think he was a GM. Silvino Garcia. Cuban, president of Cuban Chess Federation. I played in Spain once. Notch Papa. Thanks guys for being subscribers. Uber driver. Okay, I'm taking the subscribers and friends of the stream first. Then I'll take some new peoples, maybe. I thought Magmercer was an IM. Ayesta. What time control? You're beating 80-year-old guys? In Blitz Chess online? I hope I'm still alive at 80 to play chess. If I'm lucky. Alright. Anything's possible. Guys, chat room. Enable chat room. As Garcia says, please accept me. Okay, Silvino. Or we'll accept Silvino. He has 2006 established rating. Alright guys, no London system. No bullet play. And don't forget, it's a long game. So please don't quit in the first 10 moves because you thought it was a 5-minute simul. Don't play if you are not prepared to play a long game. That's the most important rule. Because you'll take somebody else's place and I can only play 25 people comfortably without like losing on time on all boards. I like lost my voice a little bit. I don't know what's going on. I have like 0 exposure to germs virtually, so I think it's maybe because I didn't stream in 3 days. It must be, you know, not using my voice like for hours on end. Alright, we got Nan Chiadesso, who's brutal. He's in our team. Imre Barty, we haven't had for a while. Okay. Anybody who's a subscriber is welcome to play. Noobs are not automatically going to be accepted. Someone on sound, thank you for adding that. If you want to get accepted, just ask them nicely. Dogakan King says, please accept me. What's the magic word? NK the Great says, hi, I am. Hi, also. I thought he was going to say he is Schieberspieler. I thought he was a Schieberspieler clone. He played Fischer and Blitz. Who are you talking about? You actually already had 2 degrees. What are you talking about, JCS? The guy I played only faced Fischer and Blitz. I also played a guy who was in Bobby Fischer's 60 memorable games. What was his name? Ruben Chokran. He's an Argentine master. I beat him in the World Open or something. He was probably, like, in his late 60s. 70 when I beat him. He wasn't that strong of a player, though. Alright, we all have our old people that we beat. Ruslan. How many players we've got? 16. One of the founders of your club? What's that, JCS? Founders of what club? You watched Searching for Bobby Fischer over Christmas. Oh shit. I haven't watched that. An expert with a peak of 2196. Who's that? Who are you talking about? Oh, you got 2 degrees of Bobby Fischer. Something like that. Not a lot of entries here for the Simul. What's up? Is our Simul listed? Tactical Genius subbed. That's what they all say. Tactical Genius. Huh. Not enough games. 10-year-old. 10-year-old's gotten stronger. I wonder if he really is 10 years old. I got to actually play Carlson. That's an advantage. So the Dugukan King asked to play. He's got enough games. The London is boring. You know, if you have no other opening, that's all you know, go ahead and play it. But I try to discourage people from playing it because it's like, I hate fashions and dry, boring openings. I try to play all different stuff in the Simul. I play both colors, and I try to play a lot of different openings to mix it up. You know, the worst would be like a Simul. That would be like the worst Simul, like the Simul giver who plays just like the London system and the Slav every game. Yeah, I played Jababa today. I was lucky. I was lucky to reach a drawn position and he lost on time. What about this now? I think that Feingold playing Magnus. How would that happen in St. Louis? Some offhand blitz game. I mean, he didn't play him in a real game. He couldn't have. Feingold never leaves the United States. Magnus has never played a real tournament in the United States except for like these exclusive things in St. Louis. I'm sure that Feingold played Carlson online. Does that count? Does it count? Does it count to play online? I was counting like live games, but I guess online counts. The Pro Chess League is very borderline, if you ask me. Borderline online chess. Alright. So guys, what are we going to start? 6:44. Time to start. We've got 18 players. Please support the stream if you can. Make a donation. Subscribe. I need 7 more players. Let's see what we've got. Reslov. How do you say that? Please, can I get accepted? Resloved. Resloved. He just has bullet games. See, that's not a good sign. I need people who've played like Blitz and classical and rapid games and are guaranteed not to leave. Alright, CST, dyslexic. CST. Alright, CST is pretty freaking strong. 2206. Come on. Can't we get resolved conflict? I figured it out. Resloved. Here's one with 130 games. DPW chess. Why is that so familiar to me? Why is DPW chess so familiar? Georgie 1808 from Alaska. I mean Antarctica, whatever. Close enough. Lucas, we played before. Georgie. Praying Mantis. Alright, Praying Mantis. Playing Mantis. Taylor the Legend, 1717, 42 games. What do we got? 21? DPW Jess challenged me to... Dude, we challenged me to 1510. Side game. Humpty Dumpty. Please support the stream, guys, so I don't have to get a real job and work at the post office. Schieber only talks to Sladgie and other masters like Asterbate. He's shy. Schieber is not a social butterfly. Alright. High lie. What else? Russian 1600. Perfect. He's got lots of rapid games. Jan. And then Peter 1975. Oof. Another strong player. Alright, how many we got? 23. Last call for subscribers. I hope my voice holds up. Bone atrophy. Cool. Didn't notice him there. That's 24. Last call. Anybody a subscriber for the stream? When I say subscriber, I mean subscriber on Twitch. Not a subscriber on YouTube. But I appreciate you guys for subscribing on my YouTube channel, Video Chess Training on YouTube. We're trying to grow the channel at the moment. It's very small. If I get enough viewers on YouTube, I will build it up and start to make more material. But right now, it's still in its infancy. So, Mr. Sohan just donated gift 1 to Elric. Somewhat titled. Do we get a donation or something? Anonymous. Neil Swint. Anonymous $50. Verity Carlin is now following. The problem is somewhat not a VIP yet. $10. Is that new? Someone on sound, is that new from today? My YouTube is called Video Chess Training. And it's not in the URL. It's just called Video Chess Training. Why can't I copy and paste that? What the F? Why is that not working? The copy and paste master. I'm trying to build up the YouTube channel. It's been slow going. I didn't put that much time into it because it wasn't really a main feature. But I'm starting to work a little bit. So I will make new material for that slowly. Midwigor, I just asked if I could play. I'm Taylor on lichess. I think I saw that account, but it has like no games. So we're concerned about people with less than 100 games, that they're reliable. We'll give him a chance. Because he's here chatting. Alright, that's 25. Last call. Scared Knight. Sacred Knight. Sacred Knight. Do you want to play? You'd be my last call. I gave away your place, but I'll take 26 if I have to. I can't play more than that. Carry. We got Russian. It's been 26 years since I studied Russian. But he said thank you. Spasibo. Alright. Scared Knight. I haven't studied Russian since actually 1995 to be exact. 25 years. I was an idiot. There was a language requirement at Boston University, and I should have studied Spanish, but I wanted to be an idiot, so I had to learn a new language. I decided to challenge myself. I decided to make my life more difficult by trying to learn Russian, but I wasn't really devoted to it, so I barely graduated because of that. My Russian professor was like really barely letting me pass. Alright. My regular streaming times. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 11 a.m. CET. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 6:30 CET. Additionally, Sundays at 3 p.m. Alright guys, I can't take more players. I have 26. How do I have 26? Simul and Zen mode? I'm sorry I can't accept more players, but 25 is my normal limit. No, I mean, I really should have put more effort into studying Russian, but I didn't. My heart wasn't in it. I should have just stuck with Spanish, which I learned in high school. And I was okay at. So now I speak 3 foreign languages badly. Spanish, Russian, and Hungarian. The Hungarian being the best of my bad 3. Alright. Now we have... You didn't get me or something? Because I'm Turkish. Didn't understand? I can only take 25 players. I took 26 already. If I didn't take somebody, it's strictly because I'm already 1 over my limit. I don't just take like an unlimited amount of players. I can only take 25. But I have nothing against Turkish people or any people. I just set the limit at 25. We're actually on 26. I don't pick people based on their nationality, race, or religion. And I'm very offended if anybody discriminates here. So the easiest way to get kicked off of our stream is to be like a racist or something like that. All right, E4, D4, C5. But I do discriminate based on how many games you have. If people have less than 100 games, I'm usually not gonna accept them. So I'm trying to mix up playing different stuff. Gens una sumus. In hoc signo vinces. Gamist. I have robot racism. People that are cheating. I discriminate against all cheaters equally. Join the resolve conflict one. You resolve conflict? We didn't accept resolve conflict because there was a reason. I think it didn't have enough games or something. Alright. Yeah, I mean, if you've got another Simul running, I really don't mind if you want to promote that. I don't like when people are like putting their Simul link in my stream like before I start my Simul. I don't mind now so much. Alright. So we're trying to play this for fun in a way that we hide the viewers, the players' names in the early stage. This is kind of a little side game that I've become a little too obsessed with. I've got to focus. Shirazi used to do this. Iranian I am, who lives in France. It's crazy, but H5 is not that bad. What else? But I spent too much time, guys, last week on guess the players, and I got down to like 40 minutes before I finished guessing, and I really had time problems. So I've got to make an effort to not keep doing the guess the player after 1 hour. That's the absolute hard and fast limit. Like, we've got to keep at least an hour of time in the bank. This is... Jim doesn't do that. He doesn't play E3. Cheesy Noob's not here. Did you guys notice that? No noobs is good noobs. Terrible. We try to do as many lame things as we can here. Oh, the symmetrical English. Don't play the symmetrical English if you don't like draws. Is my advice to those of you Looking for a solution to c4 with black. Angelica Chessboard is raiding with a party of... I can't talk. She's raiding with a party of 97. Awesome. Angelica's team... What place did they finish today? What is up? Thank you for the raid. It's an awesome raid, 100 players. Wow, we just started our Simul stream here. Angelica. I didn't see what place did you finish in the top 3? No, I can't remember. You're in the middle like us. King's Gambit. What am I doing? Dragon B. That's not Dragon B. That's Dragon B 70. Not to be confused with Dragon B, who we never see anymore. Uh-oh. I played the pseudo Queen's Indian. Accelerated Queen's Indian. That was an accident. Thanks, Angelica. Thanks for doing that. Sweet of you to raid our stream. 4th place. Yeah, I didn't think you were in the top 3, but that's a good result. It was a strong field today. We've got, I started good, but then flailed around. Oh man, I did this last week. The Accelerated Queen's Indian is not part of my repertoire. Alright, we're gonna have to just invent something in that game. Basically play a bad King's Indian. I don't know what I'm doing there. Damn. Alright, I've been studying this. Not great variation. Dragon B, Tonat Min. You didn't play today, did you? In the streamer battle? I didn't see you. Flagged me last week. In a draw on endgame, which I eventually lost. Still unforgiven. Holding that against you for the rest of your life. You streamed 6 hours before that had to take a break. Oh wow. Alright. D6. This looks like professional H pawn attacker. I have this emote here, the Panda. The H4 Panda, which I use. You see, the Panda has H4. That's our favorite. That's Panda's favorite move. He tries to play H5, H4 as well. So don't try to sneak me with that. I've been living with Panda long enough, you know, to be prepared for the H pawn. Playing the Pirates. Oh, you did commentary on air things. Sea things. What is an air thing? I've been wondering that all week. Can anybody tell me what an air thing is? What the heck is an air thing? The Grunfeld. Martial defense. Is that Morales there? But that was knight c3 first move. We did the commentary with Jusko. That he must have been tired out. You tired him out. He needs more stamina. Alright, this variation. I gotta learn something better. This isn't good enough. I'm playing a bad King's Indian. It's some company. They need a better name for their company. Nothing wrong with the chess tournament. Air things. Is it related to like Airbnb or something? It's like an accessory. It's like accessories for Airbnb. Air things. It's like a company that arranges for it helps you arrange for furniture for your Airbnb apartment to be automatically delivered. Something like that. I don't know. I'm just trying to guess what an air thing is. Okay, Nimzo. Why am I allowing the Nimzo? I normally try to avoid the Nimzo. Leading to classical games. Leading to complicated games was what I was trying to say. I get a little dyslexic when I'm talking loud and I'm tired. Adult onset dyslexia. Yeah, you're listening to my stream so I can know what plans you have. Understand what's in the air you breathe with the world's leading radon and indoor quality monitors. Seriously? They're air things. Radon. Dude, isn't that like... Isn't that like, is radon? Wait, radon, isn't that radioactive? It sounds radioactive. Radon. Obviously, I didn't take chemistry. I wasn't big on chemistry. My high school chemistry teacher was really boring. Never inspired me. Oh, I have a very bad feeling. I played this Carol Khan line against one of the players in our stream earlier this week. The best I can do, it is radioactive. It's a good thing to put in the air, obviously. This is a tough line. Maybe we should bail out something safe. There. It's a naturally occurring radioactive gas. Sounds like the kind of thing you want a company to provide. They used to make jewelry out of radioactive metals. And perfume, stuff like that. It naturally occurs, and it can build up in your attic. If I had had a good science teacher in high school, I might have been interested. We had a really weak science department in my high school. I just was never interested. Queen A5. So, you know what's funny? I looked at this with the engine, and this is typically the Marshall defense, like knight takes d5. But Stockfish thinks that queen d5 is just as good as knight takes d5. It's like a matter of fashion. Of course, this is a very dubious variation for black, fundamentally. Right, I mean, but it's like hard to find naturally occurring radioactive stuff. It just doesn't like pop up in your attic normally. You have to like search the world, scour the world's environments, find radioactive materials. Like how much time would it take you to randomly find some radioactive stuff if you set out right now, All right, what are we gonna do? This, I'm afraid, is our hero. I'm gonna change up. That's too likely to be Scared Knight. I could go for some uranium right now. Can I transfer to one of those old same-ish variations with B6? A6. This I've never seen before. Thanks again for the raid from Angelica. Of course I changed the line. I had a bad feeling about it. It could have easily been a coincidence, but I sensed your presence, Garrett. I sensed your presence. What the heck is A6? Right, X-rays. Hence the lead suit you have to wear when you go to the dentist. The lead thing when you get like dental X-rays. It would take a lot of dental X-rays to like give you poisonous levels of radioactivity, I guess. So, what else is new? This is one of the weirder discussions. Knight takes c6 here. Not really a great move in the Sicilian. We could see it now. Queen b6, knight c6. I'm going to play the Chernobyl variation. Actually, it's Chernyshov, but I thought on the subject of radiation, we could call it the Chernobyl. So we've got winning a pawn, the c5 pawn, delicious and nutritious. Or we could just play d5, like positional. Oh man, f4, psychopath style. I already played Yubaba today. Even he didn't do anything this crazy. f4 here, interesting. I have a book by Richard Palliser where he was recommending how to play against unusual openings. It's a decent book by a decent player. Kind of simple explanations, stuff like b3. I don't remember though seeing f4. I mean, this has to be good for black. You basically, I played the English defense. It's similar. You basically, oh, weird move here. You basically never want to recapture in that kind of situation. What the heck is knight f3? Some kind of rare king's gambit. Rare metals. Called the white knight noise? Wait. What about the white noise? I like white noise. We got some right now. I'm addicted to white noise, actually. I can't stand when there's no white noise. I think it's a problem. Has anyone ever heard of this? I have some sort of disease, JCS is getting excited. We've obviously hit upon a nerdic chess topic in radiation. If you want your chess stream to be successful, just introduce a lot of nerd-like topics to the stream. Mooked. Alright, so what do I do against knight f3? Declined king's gambit. So I'm trying to understand. Pawn takes pawn, knight e5. What do I play there? What do I play there? Pawn takes pawn, knight e5, threatening bishop c4. It's like an inverted king's gambit. I mean, this should be good for me. Another Grunfeld. Hey, let's play the accelerated Russian system. I was analyzing a game from Alyakin versus Uwe Alyakin match 1935 game 2, which I never studied before. I'm truly a chess nerd. So he transposed to an old school thing, but he did knight c3 from e pawn to c3. That's really bizarre. That I've seen in other lines though. Okay. Astrobate, you're not doing the hippo, right? You wouldn't play the hippo straight up with g6. You wouldn't do that. That is not Astrobate. I asked Astrobate to play a really tough game. Used to be a chess nerd when you were young, then you got a real career. Understand? Botstone Horse says he wants to play the hippo. Alright. Nothing wrong with the hippo. It's not banned like the London system. I've been getting some eye strain. Bishop g5 will probably just end up losing a tempo. I don't know. I don't have a good system. Even though I've played the hippo for black, I would never just play it straight up. I would play it out of an English defense sometimes when I couldn't play bishop f8 to b4. But a hippo is difficult to play against. I don't really know, that's actually a good idea to do a video series on how to play against the hippo. Because I honestly don't have a good system. I've seen a lot of strong players, Grandmaster even, have no clue what they're doing. The problem is no strong players straight up play the hippo. So even for GMs, they rarely find themselves in a situation where they have to really think about how to play against the hippo. But I've seen it occur in Grandmaster level games. I don't know. I really honestly don't have a good system. Well, alright, the a6 move here, pretty bizarre. pretty bizarre situation. Just enjoy chess for what you can. Yeah, I don't really know this variation well either. Why the heck did I play knight e4? Mr. Coffee's not in the simul, is he? Knight e4 is a stupid move by me. It's really not a good move. I don't think. Chef Master. Okay, so this recapture here, not really optimal for white. But if I play knight f6, he has queen e2 check. Then what do I do? How do you solve this problem? Knight f6, queen e2 check. It's kind of an issue. It's really irritating. Yeah, 94 isn't great. I don't like it against the Trompowsky. I don't know why I played it there. It was like an impulse. I couldn't resist. Sometimes we have impulses we just can't resist. Knight f6, queen e2 check, king d7. I'll play knight f6, queen e2 check, king d7 for a donation, for a small donation. But only thus. Only thus. Queen e7 check. I could play queen f6, queen e7 check myself. This also looks kind of lame. So basically the point is he's threatening queen e2 check. I can always meet that with queen e7. But if I play knight f6, then he's going to smash my pawns with bishop f6. Right, no, that I've never seen anyone play f4 there, and I assume I'm supposed to take, but now I've got nothing. You want to play bishop f5. My plan has to be based, I guess, on castling queenside in that kind of thing. I was expecting to castle kingside. I think it might be possible to play d5 here, actually, as strange as that might seem. Bishop f5 is playable. Doesn't strike my fancy. Maybe I should just wait, you know. Wait and see what he's going to do. Here, wow. An unexpected journey, like the Hobbit. Hobbits from Hobbitville. What am I doing here? Knight f6, ef6, bishop c3. I forgot my cheesy noob joke from earlier. Mentioned you. Cheesy noob, you're always here, but not today. Congratulations for we missed you. That's why we finished 6th, because Cheesy Noob wasn't here. I knew there was something wrong. Alright, I'm stalling and wasting way too much time in a lot of these games. Bee Gees. Did I say something from the Bee Gees? I'm not that old. Oh yeah, Saul. Good old Saul. We had this already. Here in the countryside. Yeah, this is a line. That's the latest Rage, actually, I found out. I'm playing the latest Rage. Rage against... God, I haven't played a Grunfeld like this in years. I used to play the Grunfeld properly when I was when I was starting out, the Grunfeld served me well in the beginning. I don't know why I gave it up, honestly. Why give up the Grunfeld? Not really sure. For some reason. I just got more fascinated with the King's Indian. It wasn't that the Grunfeld was bad. Kasparov was like God when I was reaching master level. And so he was playing the Grunfeld and the King's Indian. So it was like either or was trendy. No, I think the Grunfeld's still considered very good. King's Indian, not as much. You took a look at the Simul list? What am I supposed to play here? 97? Opinionated. What's up? Queen takes c3, knight e4? What about b takes? Why not just b takes? Maybe that's better. That's why you said BGs. He already busted... Oh. Oh, come on. The Grunfeld is extremely popular. Come on. Maxime Vacher-Lagrave must have millions of wins with it. I forgot about that I said victims. Yeah, my daughter was joking when she read that. She thought that was funny. It's not funny. It's deadly serious. This can't be Morales, can it? Can be. There was something funny about that move order though. Yes, this is the popular treatment. Scared Knight he's very theoretical. Now, well, I'm basically playing a weird sort of Marazzi here. Knight f3. If it's knight f3, it's for me. So the knight f6 queen e2 thing keeps haunting me forever. What do I do next? Like bishop g4? I think it kind of makes sense now. Let's do it. Sort of. Sort of only makes sense. What's up with that move order? Bishop e3 first? Isn't white supposed to play knight e2 first? Does it matter? It's been so long. Probably doesn't matter. You could do like some Polugievsky style, like queen a5 or something. Isn't that an issue? I don't know, man. The Chernyshov. F3. Like the old Alexander Ivanov. I'm just not really familiar enough with this stuff, but I try to play it. Welcome everybody to the stream. C6 here is very slow. We'll try to guess some of my opponents if I can. If I can't, so be it. I had a funny game. Oh man, I had a funny game I lost today. It was awful. I had like knight f3, my opponent played pawn takes pawn. I took with the knight and they played some sort of awful move like e5 and then lost. I lost the game. There's this guy I played 3 times in the streamer battle on Sundays, 3-0. He has like 2 draws and a win against me with like seconds left on the clock in positions where he was lost. He swindled like 2 out of 3 points against me in like lost positions where he had like no time left. It's kind of crazy. I guess just I'm just good at choking when my opponents are running low on time. So it's not really a hippo, this is like a half hippo. Do you have this book? There's some book on the hippo. Someone actually wrote a book on playing the hippo, which I thought was funny. It's not really an opening, it's more like a concept. Queen sack not taken. What queen sack? What queen sack? You mean a real sack or like or I get mated in one? Right. The hippo specialist. I knew this Ukrainian IM who used to play it all the time. It's very good for blitz. You can just play it brainlessly in blitz. C6. Totally annoying. Whatever. Alright. We got a win already. I don't want to know. I don't want to know about it. This could be Morales, but check out the move order. Oh no, it was e4, g6, knight c3. So this is definitely Morales. The first one we've guessed. He played this against me before. G6 or E6? Right. So I was going to play bishop E6 here to circumvent bishop C4. It's my big idea. So this is all the rage now. But I don't know if, let's see, queen e2 seems right. I'm supposed to play b5, but I can't play b5 here because of knight takes c6, obviously. So I'm out of book against scared knight. My first time playing this position, I had no clue. b5, knight takes c6. And I just lose a pawn. Maybe 2, for good measure. Or does it? b5, knight takes c6, queen b6. Bishop takes b5, bishop d7. Are you serious? Maybe it's like a semi-Slav trap. b5, knight c6, queen b6. He could play freaking anything there. He could play bishop d3. I mean, I don't know about this. b5, knight c6, queen b6. No, his knight's hanging. b5, knight c6, queen b6, bishop e5, bishop d7. That's the point. Then queen f3. He's dropping a piece in every variation. B5, knight c6, queen b6. B5, knight c6, queen b6. If I miscalculate this, I'm going to lose my whole game, so I have to be careful. B5. It seems right. Bishop takes b5, queen b6, bishop takes b5, knight c6. Bishop d7, does he have a move there? Not really. Alright, I think I can play it. It's weird. I hope I can play it. I ought to really learn this, like, in advance. Jan is out. Well, that's okay. That's why we had 26. Just in case. Man, I wouldn't expect Jan to drop. He was like a 2,000 plus player. But honestly, anybody can have like an internet connection problem. This is a pawn. I take central pawns when given the opportunity in general. I think this is book, this Nimzo. So now my idea was to go knight f6. I didn't expect bishop e2. That's a good move. The what? The what? My name is what? Dude, what are you doing? What is happening here? Dude, I don't understand. He must have, like, forgot to have a bishop or something. He's playing the Cochrane Gambit? What? Don't understand. The idea was queen b6. And then bishop d7, pinning the knight to the bishop. How do you defend? How do you defend after knight takes c6, queen b6? Both your bishop and knight are hanging at bishop b5, bishop d7. My queen's on the b5 bishop. You have to play like queen c4, but that will lose to rook c8. I don't think there's a move there. You know, I don't think he can take on c6. I assume this was a slight move order inaccuracy by white. Now he has to take back with the bishop on d4. Milton Bradley. Well, we're up a pawn in an endgame. I'll take it. It's not the greatest pawn in the world. Whoa, a pre-move. There's a theory. But in what variation is that going to work, Trip Chance? If it's a pre-move. I mean, what variation would knight takes f7 have actually worked? Like, there is none, right? I don't know. He just wants to play the Cochrane Gambit, like, randomly. Could be drug-related. Drug move, we call it. Drug-related violence. Another pawn. Snudder pawn. I mean, queen b7 leaves the b file open for black. Dr. Chisp, good choice. Vodka. Provide. I quit vodka for a long time, between 1990 and 2015. Something like that. But recently started up again. That was a good break, though. I had a good break from vodka. Seriously, what am I supposed to play here? There is no ideal square for this queen. I have 2 queen b6 Sicilians. d4. Hell of a knight on e5. Weird king's gambit. What the heck do I do? Takes just helps him develop. And this is gonna get really Twilight Zone. No Hungarian vodka, no. We drink Palinka. No. Not a major crop here. I mean, you know, potatoes, people eat potatoes. They don't make it into alcohol. Poland, Ukraine, maybe. Obviously Russia, but definitely not in Hungary. This is Palinka territory. Plum brandy is the main one. Considered kind of the best. Devastating. Black's deciding to play the super solid. What am I doing? Alright. So it's going to be hard to guess too many people with a time control the way it's at. But I'm thinking a little too much. Thinking is always bad for your health. Okay, so what do we do? Take. What if we take and play e5? He has knight takes. I can castle. Castling looks sound. Somewhat unsound. Palinka is fruit brandy. I don't know for a better way to describe it. Plum brandy is the main one. Very strong. Homemade. In many cases, though there is refined. It's a really big industry here. Traditional Hungarian alcohol. But the whole region, not just in Hungary, Transylvania, Serbia, all these countries in Central Eastern Europe. It's a huge industry. Palinka is like whiskey here. Like whiskey would be in other countries. So, scared knight, you really just like sacrifice the knight for no good reason? That's why you're scared knight? He literally sacked his knight for like nothing. Dude, that's brutal. Fully astrobate. Fully astrobate style. Now I have d5 trying to win a piece, but that's not a good idea, is it? h4. This looks like theory, maybe. We need Ilya Smirin. Where is Ilya when you need him? h5, knight b6, queen a5. All these moves are playable. Knight b6, maybe. This is basically a Marazzi now. With that knight on b1 is odd. Odd man out. But it's a little hard to generate counterplay in this position. It's Marazzi. Just a terrible oversight. Yeah, the best way to overcome your fear is just to sacrifice your knights. What am I supposed to do? Rook e8. It looks like white wants to castle queenside. You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't dare. '97. But of course. What was I expecting him to play? Seriously, it's a stupid move by me. Move by me. Oh well. Oh well. Queen b6. Master has that move. Check. I don't know what to do. Alat. Vad Alat. Wild animal. You need to develop. What am I doing here? Astrobait, this is you. We got Astrobait and we've got Scared Knight. Black blundered maiden 1. That was a quick one. Alright, I'm out of here. It's nice knowing you. Definitely getting out. Knight a3. Okay, so I'm playing Anatoly Karpov. It's turned into a weird sort of position. That's actually not bad. Someone got mated. Thinking is good for your health. Try thinking. That's the problem with Magnus doing all these fast tournaments. Like people think they can play chess without thinking, like 2800 grandmasters. But that's not really how the game is meant to be played, at least not at the beginner level. You actually have to think. Once you learn to think, then you can learn to think fast. There's definitely no substitute for thinking. Yeah, I mean, chess is challenging for people who are autistic or have OCD, but they can still be quite good. It's funny that you know, well, OCD in particular, you would mean like attention deficit? I mean, that's not the same as OCD, although they can be connected. Obsessive compulsive, I know a chess player with OCD. He would come to the board with like everything in little baggies. See, a Hungarian guy. He has this like juice box in a bag. It reminds me of that there was a Jack Nicholson movie where he has OCD. But I'm not sure that would affect necessarily your chess play. I want all the pieces to be on the right squares. Should I just castle here? Can I play knight b3? Knight b3, queen a4. That's a classic. Not so great for him, though, is it? I forgot that I made the title Victims. Yeah, we've got to play a little faster. All right. My dad probably had hyper activity as a kid. He had trouble in school. He later had compulsive disorder. But I'm not sure if it would have affected him. I wouldn't say he had... You know, they're very specific things. Obsessive compulsive disorder, chess players. You're like constantly touching the pieces to make sure they're like perfectly adjusted. Right in the center of the square. Alright, Morales. I've got you identified. I figured out Astrobate. I know Scared Knight. Scared Knight. Scaredy Knight. Oh, that's the list. I was wondering what... I thought someone's trolling me. Alyekin. I guess Alyekin was the first to come up with this idea, famously. He did try to play... He was one of the first players to successfully play the Grunfeld. I mentioned Uwe Alyekin. Uwe versus Alyekin. Classic move. Botvinnik mentions this. Botvinnik has a game in his 100 selected games, which I highly recommend. I'm playing like their opponents that lost like bunnies. This is all you have to do against the Russian system. It's annoying for white to deal with this. What the heck? Also a famous game where Rudolf Spielmann won. Astrobate, how many times do I have to tell you? Jeez. He's doing it again. He's doing Bishop E7 again. You're not allowed to play the Benoni anymore. I'm banning it from your repertoire. I told him he's got to play a good game today. He played Bishop E7. This better not be you, Astrobate. It better not be you. You're in big trouble if that's you. Told you not to do that. If I told you once, I told you 100 times. Balkush just went live. G4. Speaking of sacrificing, what is this move? Bishop C4. Stupid. Who is this? 25 minutes? Must be a strong player. Damn, the knight A3. I don't have a good feeling about this. Check this out. That was the same-ish with knight EC3. Allowing this take on D4, that was so weird. I don't know. Maybe it's not that scary, but this game is kind of freaking me out. Based on their time use and such. I'm playing Anatoly Karpov, basically. Scare Knight left. Oh. Alright. There's no takebacks, unfortunately. Almost spilled my beer. Beer! I'm so disappointed Scare Knight blundered a piece, though, because I wanted to test out that variation. That's the first time I've played it. Now what are we going to do? I need to develop. Damn it. E6 allows problems. What am I going to do? Allows problems. Really don't know. Balkush. He's trying to castle queenside. Alright. Whatever, fine. Do it your way. Now, instead of c3, white could have... Nah, couldn't take. The freaking London system. What did I tell you? It's not really London system. I forced him to play London. He went back to f4. It was a Tory attack. Alright. False alarm. Classic. So we got a few people identified, but I've got to Is e5 going to be a problem? Do you have a problem? Man, Asterbait just doesn't listen. Bishop e3. Theoretical modern. Interesting. So what are you supposed to do now? He's threatening h5. I don't know, I guess. This is kind of insipid. I guess I can play queen e7 here. But then he has bishop c4. What the heck should I do? Seems like white's just better. The answer is obvious. I play bishop e6. Did I miss something? That's funny though, Dr. Tripchance. I still remember, like, there was this chess club where I played in Boston for years and years. Maybe like the second lowest rated player I ever lost to was this guy. He was like an 1800. And he, you know, you weren't allowed to smoke, but he had this like cigar, half a cigar. I was a master. He had the half a cigar in his mouth. He was like chewing on this cigar half for like the whole game. And I lost to him. I overextended and lost. It was like one of my biggest upset losses in the last 30 years. Since achieving master level. I think he was around 1900. I was devastated. I did exactly this f4 against the bishop e7 Benoni. Yeah, it was like the guy from... He didn't look like the guy from the A-team, but the basic premise. He was like chewing on this cigar constantly. Cigar chewer guy. I could never remember his name for sure. I'm sure that I'm like the highest rated master he ever beat. I was traumatized. So the hippo lives. I might remember his name if someone like said it to me, but I tried to tune it out. The cigar guy. That's funny though, so that's sad. Alright. I'm gonna start revealing people's names because I gotta not lose on time. I'm gonna try to not lose on time here. Somewhat on time. I like Anatoly Karpov. I have no idea who this is. Who's like the strongest player in the tournament that plays like Anatoly Karpov with white? Demigod. Oh man, earlier Madramas put the list in. It's probably gone past by now. There it is. Who's the strongest player with plays e4 with white? VIP Morales. Damn, dude. This has got to be a master. This is non-Kia Deso or someone? It's Yevgeny playing. Oh, it wasn't an e4 opening. That's why I got tricked. I knew it was a strong player. Because it didn't actually open with e4. It just became... Yeah, Yevgeny's tough, man. He's squeezing me with the Karpov style. This is going to be a very, very brutal position to deal with. At first I thought he was a beginner when he allowed like cd4, bishop d4, and had to put his knight on a3, but now he like transferred to a good Marazzi, basically. So it occurred to me, oh shit. Well, he knows what he's doing. Okay, so that's our first miss, guessing who was this. I want to play e6, but we're just too weak. My structure is just too weak. I can't get it in time. It's a little bit of a problem. I don't think rook c8 helped me too much either. This is going to be a very unpleasant day ahead at this rate. Okay, I have no game guessed here either. Could it be Jim? Yeah, but e3 first move. Very unusual. Cheesy Noob's not in the stream. Not in the simul, I mean. Jim's got to be black eventually. Who could this be? Some random player. I don't know. I'm going to guess Chef Master. Ruslan. Alright. 0 for 2 on guesses. Fresh out of guesses. He castled queenside. We're going to go. Go with the flow. Another good player. Now, this player started out at Slav? No, it was Grunfeld. Who plays Grunfeld? Hey, it's Miro? 10-year-old. Alright. I don't know. 10-year-old's pretty solid. He's playing like Rudolf Spielmann. Famous game, Spielmann sacked a knight in the center with e5. Position was a lot like this. Extremely similar. I have a list on the simul, yeah. Thank you. Garry Kasparov's mother died. In other news, Clara Kasparov passed away. Grunfeld makes me think of Gary. I have no idea what to do here. Whatever. Alright. Tory attack player. Cheesy Noob is not in the simul. Man, I have no clue. Who the heck plays Tory attack? No Mr. Coffee. Humpty Dumpty. 0 for 3. No chance of guessing this player, though. Objectively, an unknown entity. Asterbate, what are you doing? Asterbate, I wanted a good game today. I guessed you. You got guessed, and you played a funky opening. Got guessed. Got guessed? I should have a t-shirt that says got guessed. Who could this be? I feel like I had a similar game with somebody. Someone on sound? Someone on sound certainly wouldn't allow a trade of queens for 2 moves running. Who else could it be? Let me see the list again. I gotta get more than one. Could be Hadesmiro, Jim, maybe Ayesta. You want to guess, Jim? Bone atrophy. Only one. Alright, I gotta move on. Moving on. Onward moving. Moving onward. I really don't know what to do. E4. Who plays the English amongst you? HTFP hasn't been in the Simul in a while. We've only got one guess right. That would be a 10-year-old opening. He actually was always playing C4. What's that about? Who else? Who else? It's actually not so many regular subscribers. Mr. Slow, I'm going to guess. Yes! English. He will trot out the occasional English. We got 2. Oh, I'm supposed to guess. Alright, let's go back. Queen's Gambit declined. Passive, slightly passive variation. I don't know. You could try. You could try to guess. You could try to guess. Notch Papa. I don't know. It doesn't look like I'm going to guess Notch Papa. It's Heroku. Okay, wrong. Next game. This is someone on sound. No, damn it. I guessed that. Alright. I haven't played this stuff for White for with White for years. We thought we knew who this was. Why? Why did I know who this was? Why do I know who this is? Why do I know who this is? Why do I feel like I know who this is? That's weird. Because I had a game today, made me think about it. Oh man, I don't know. Was it a modern? Morales? You think it's Morales? It's Hey, it's Miro. I thought he played the Grunfeld. Carol Khan. Okay, I had no hope there for guessing that. But why did I think it was someone else who's not in the Simul? I'm trying not to, I guess they already was discovered. That's weird. Oh, I have D5. That was my whole plan. The Discovery Channel. Yeah, this is Ruslan who plays hyper fast. He's always in trouble playing too fast. Okay, random E4 player who took on C6. I don't know. AP87. Praying Mantis. Alright. Premature knight takes C6. This is Morales. Yes, I got 3. Morales defending his A pawn in classic style. Asterbait we already discovered. Oh, I hung my B pawn. God damn it. Jerry. Dropped my B pawn again against Asterbait. I hate when I do that. Got lucky this time, Masturbate. But a pawn does not decide the game. One pawn is not going to take me out like that. HCFP, are you playing? I thought queen a6, but queen e4 looks pretty decent there. We'll just stay solid. You haven't played in a while. That's why I mention it. Not because you're giving away key secrets to the enemy or anything like that. Just, it occurred to me. Bishops. I love bishops. Don't really want to give up my bishop for no reason. Yet. Okay, who could this be? This has to be Chef Master. He plays all the weird openings and stuff. We're going to guess him. Yes, 4. Getting to know you. Getting to know all about you. That's musical. What was it? The King and I? No. What am I, crazy? What musical was that from? I'm getting to know my opponents. Better and better. We know who this is already. Okay, that was already shown. That was 10-year-old. 10-year-old. What musical? Can you name it? Can you name it? Sound of Music. It is The King and I was right. Damn. Good. 1 for 1 out of guessing musical songs. Hidden skill. It is Yul Brynner. Who is Yul Brynner? Westworld. Now that was a movie. Alright, what are we going to do? Wait, what's Cool Runnings got to do with it? Is that the bobsled movie? Wait, what are we talking about here? Acerbate, you did what? Damn it, I thought it was a trap. Are you serious? Dude, I thought we had a trap here. Oh my god. Oh my god, he has knight c4. And HCFP was like, it's a trap! It's a trap! And he fell right into it. Despite all of HCFP's best efforts, he was a character in Cool Runnings. Wait a minute. That's not the Jamaican bobsled movie. What am I thinking of? Getting my movies mixed up. Yul Brynner, what? He was dead by 1993, wasn't he? They must have. You're thinking of someone else. No time for this. Rook b3. It was 93? He wasn't dead? That's weird. Rook b3. So much for trapping his queen. Wait. Rook b3, knight c3. Rook b4, knight d1. Rook b3. But I mean, I'm down a pawn. I just lost the pawn. Basically, I just lost the pawn. In a very fancy sort of way. Is that what you're telling me? Air things. The category is stupid tournament names. Yeah, we're talking about different things. Brenner was Swiss, right? I don't know. I don't know anything. Swiss American makes you a cheese. But seriously now. Asterby, what are you doing to me here? But I don't understand, why are we talking about a bobsled movie? I don't understand how we got to that. How did we get on the subject? I missed something in between Brenner and Cool Runnings, but I'm not sure what it was. And that's why I'm confused. Alright. This has got to be a strong player. Who the heck is this? Legion is not in the Simul. Another E4 game? Okay, this has got to be... Wait, where's the list? Give me my list, Wendy! Well, you guys were talking about one thing and I was talking about another thing. We're talking about different things. I thought I was trapping his queen. Imre's still here. Nudge Papa doesn't play E4. Bone Atrophy. Did we show Bone Atrophy? Imre. Non-Kia Deso is my guess. No, this is Lucas. He's playing the opening extremely well. I think I missed something here. Whoops. Could be an interesting sacrifice. A snackrifice. What do you call it when you give up your favorite snack for your diet? For your new diet. Obviously. Jesus. Who is this again? I have a bad feeling about this game. I'm definitely playing a strong player. 10-year-old got noticeably stronger. I thought that it was... I didn't think he was really 10 years old. I thought it was like a guy who liked 10-year-old whiskey. What if he was really 10 years old all along? Now he's like 14 and he's becoming a master. I might have like misunderstood all the time, but I'm a little concerned about this position. Alright, we go for our old approach here. 10 years old who likes whiskey? Exactly. Another possibility. Definitely. A little concerned about my knight. If move 11 was in the Simul, I would say this was him. Got a knight issue. Wait, let's go back and identify this modern defense. This is someone on sound. It smells like someone on sound. It looks like someone on sound. Plays like someone on sound. It is someone on sound. That's 5. Alright, it all came together. I knew it. I knew it. I think we had a modern in a similar line once before. Alright, that's 5. We're running out of time, of course. Next. So here I can take and sack the exchange. Take on d4 and pray. Who is this? Did we find Morales yet? Yeah, we know who Morales is. Who's this? Crazy player Andrea Perone? It's AP87, that's right. We got 6, kids. Bishop f7. What I missed was queen b5 check, unfortunately. And my bishop can't go both ways. And c6, queen takes b7. Takes... There. Take that. I mean, I'm afraid I'm screwed here. I'm afraid I'm screwed. I'm kind of screwed. I'm gonna lose that, it looks like. I also didn't think that AP87 was a young player. But I'm beginning to wonder. I'm seeing a lot of improvement from our middle-aged opponents. This guy's 1400, by the way. He's also playing very, very quickly. I'm not happy about this. My position might be right. Bishop f3 is a nice move. Disappointed with this game. Here we have a decent position in this Nimzo. Who could be? I'm playing the black side of a Nimzo. Well, Peter. Yeah, that was why my guess was right. AP87 is Andrea. Yeah, he's been off and on the Simuls for a long time. So I get credit for that, full credit. This is not Jeopardy. I don't have to say the name perfectly. Another Nimzo? Wait, that's the wrong game. Sorry. I couldn't guess this one. I've got 6 and counting. And I'm late again. I think we're running out of chances. I am a little concerned about this positionally. Is this positionally wise? This player do not know. D4 player hasn't been identified yet, playing the white side of the Grunfeld with a slight move order mistake. Who hasn't been found? Jim? Jim's still out there. Notch Papa would never make a mistake in the opening, would he? I could guess Notch Papa, but I don't think it's him. Yes! Damn, 7. He made only a slight inaccuracy in opening. Didn't expect me to play the Grunfeld. Slightest of inaccuracies. Okay, now what? What is this? An E4 player with another minor mistake. Bone atrophy. This is Imre. Alright. Imre is slightly worse. He's not an opening expert. Astrobate snuggled my pawn. How many tempi is a pawn worth, Astrobate? Oh my god. What am I going to do? Rook e3, queen d5. Can't believe it. Bishop e3 holds the pawn but lets him go. I blundered. Plundered. The modern lovers. The modern lovers. All right. Chef Master is anti-central pawns. Anti-central pawn. Basically. In general. And very into moving his queen about the board early. More or less everything like you're not supposed to do. He misbehaves in chess. Okay, this one I don't know. This player lost a pawn but used like no time. Nils, what's up? Who could this be? Where's my list? I have 6, right? 6 guesses. I still didn't find Ayeste. Did I? Or you said I did? Of the players I know, Morales, we identified. I did call Morales, right? Maybe I didn't call him out. Did I call out Morales? Yeah, I did. Hey, it's Miro. We saw Ruslan. Everybody, pretty much. I think we've identified almost everyone. Non-Chiodessa, we didn't. But at this point, I think I'm packing in. Time is running out. Alright, we're going to unzen. I got 6, Taylor the Legend. Whatever. This is non-Chiodesso, specializing in super bizarre openings. It's a kind of Gingy Indian. '96, pawn e6, queen g6 check, king f8. Damn. Amazing that you can survive that. We had a similar routine last week against him. Now what do I do? E5? I got 6 guesses. Guys, thanks for supporting the stream. Appreciate it. D5, bishop f6. Space. I believe in space. It's a Pixies lyric, believe it or not. C4, B takes C, knight C5. Queen C. C4 is interesting, breaking up his structure. B, C, knight C5, but it could really backfire. Probably safer not to do that. Alright. I mean, this guy is supposed to be 1400, but he's played this super well. I think he's played as well as you can play. I'm pretty scared for my position here. 1400s play like this, I'm sending them to the rating commission for investigation, like some of those people from the streamer battle today. There is this one 1900 from Sri Lanka. He finished 3rd overall. I looked him up. He was like 1990 from Sri Lanka. He had a Grandmaster-like performance in a tournament. In January, he played in a tournament over the board where he was like drawing with 1800s, losing to 1900s. It's like there's no way you can play like a Grandmaster in Blitz on lichess, and you're 30 years old and you have over the board results where you're playing 1900. No, that's not happening. This guy's not 1400. Opening was too good. Excellent for white. Black is in trouble. Big trouble here. I might be lost already. It looks bad. But maybe I can hang on. This looks really bad. This ain't no 1400. Whoa, Andrea went crazy and took on g6. We're really lucky there. It's the Chernyshov variation, HTFP. Creative thinking isn't very popular, I know. But he played a lot of cool ideas. He used it several times here in for Saturday GM tournaments. There's a game with Leiko and Anand as well. I mean, if I knew that I was playing a Grandmaster, I wouldn't play it, you know. It's designed to beat 1500s. Even against Grandmasters, it's playable, but I wouldn't choose it if I knew I was playing that strong of an opponent. Okay. We're a little bit worse here against bone atrophy. It's not quite as bad as someone on sound, but close. B5, I don't know. I don't know about B5. Hey, Esmiro could drift into a very passive position there if he's not careful. I don't recall if I played this previously against Mr. Slow. I probably did. And so now we're going to have to redeploy. Black is Queen B3. I mean, whatever. Knight B3. Wow. Yeah. I missed Knight B3. I really should, like, sacrifice that pawn, but I wasn't feeling it. Super slow. What just happened? Knight G3. Whoa. Okay. Shut it down. Shut down the reactor. I'm lucky the AP87 went nuts. I was like really in a very bad Latvian, it looks like. Still there's some danger. Yeah. No, I mean, I try to be creative. I've used the Knight A5 a lot. I just dropped the pawn against Humpty Dumpty. Are you serious? He's used 1 minute for the whole game. And I just gave him a pawn. Christ. B5 wasn't protected. Alright. Alright, I'm not going to let it faze me. I can't believe it. Now the Humpty Dumpty jokes will start. Knight H2. Centralizing. And someone on sound was the one who was making fun of my knight on A5, ironically. The height of irony. I don't know about B4. Jim, this is Jim. I didn't get Jim. Not enough time. He was averting making a move. It was a strategic trick on Jim's part. He was purposely holding back on making a move so he wouldn't get detected. That's an Uber driver trick. He waits and waits and waits, even 10 minutes if necessary, to avoid detection. That's kind of funny. Anything, he's like laughing out loud now. Totally, Uber driver does it on purpose. Alright, maybe you have a legitimate excuse. But I'm sure about Uber. This was Ayeste. I guess I did make the call earlier. My queenside pawns are kind of bad against bone atrophy. Okay, Lukas didn't make some kind of critical move, so maybe he's really 1400, but he got a really good start here. I think he has something with E5, probably some sort of tactics. E5 and discoveries. against my queen. I was prepared for some ugly stuff there. Maybe we'll live to tell the story against him. I'm still not real excited about this position, but it might not be fatal. Queen c7 maybe? Yuck. Yuck. Queen c6. Doesn't look good. This is coronavirus lockdown, right? Lockdown. G5. Makes me think of lockdown. COVID lockdown. Asterbate thinks nothing of pawn hunting. You're so lucky there's no tactic here for me. What if it was a puzzle? There's nothing? Draw? What if I offer Asterbate a draw? I basically like just drop 2 pawns. I have enough initiative for 1 pawn, but I don't think I have enough for 2. Man, it doesn't look like I have any sort of tricks. Wait, what does Phil Lack have to do with it? Phil Lack was doing like push-ups at poker games long before these losers were like doing push-ups on their Twitch streams. Think of something original, man. Those people that do push-ups. It's so unoriginal. The lockdown pun. Alright, got it. I got it. Asterbate game is going to be hairy. This is getting low on time. Okay. Weird. I don't know what to do. Knight e1. It's a reverse London. That's what I normally do. That's my job. I'm a kid. Sorry. Incorrect Home Alone quote. Warning. That's my job. I'm a kid. Yeah. I'm like the only person in the world who didn't watch that. It's a Christmas movie. What am I gonna do? Morales, that's not a developing move, man. You have no respect for development. He has something here? He's just hunting my pawn? Bishop g7? Dude. Bishop g7. You're gonna take that? Can't believe you're gonna just take my bishop like that. It's so wrong. Wow, speaking of taking pawns, the pawn grabber. Pawn grabber out of control. He just took it. Hyper greedy. Pawn grabber. Unbelievable. Open sesame. Someone Sound is like a positional player who he pretends to be a tactician. When he's like Schubert Spieler at heart. You just want to grind people down in endgames secretly. The guy has 19 minutes left. Ouch. He's a closet endgame grinder. Damn. someone on sound. You've been found out. How's my G5 pawn doing? Good? Are we good? I was very tempted to give up the bishop there. I can't believe it. H4. What? Where do you even come up with a move like that? You have time for that here? It's even weird. Why are you doing H4? Wow, you're lucky, dude. You are lucky, dude. Bishop d3, what else? I need to develop. Man, I'm going south against Acerbate here. This doesn't look good. My last cheapo didn't work. This is not good. The last of the cheapos. I just hung a pawn against this guy. It's so sick. I was thinking about c4 sacrificing a pawn. Instead, I just hung my b5 pawn. That's ridiculous. Now I'm going to end up like sacrificing 2 pawns to achieve the same thing if I do c4. It's kind of ironic that his name is Humpty Dumpty. Yevgeny, what are you doing? That is not an Anatoly Karpov approved move, man. What are you doing? Hey, Zhishan. That's nuts, dude. Why would you do such a thing? Anatoly Karpov just hit the bong. Karpov bong hits. G4. Seriously, Karpov on drugs. Karpov would never play that move. That's maniacal. Knight takes G4. Yeah. Sometimes I spout out Hungarian words. Just randomly. That is crazy. G4. Alright, I guess I should just play E6. I mean, that was part of the plan anyway. Lucky that I can even play it. Probably. Hey, it's Miro sacrificing his D6 pawn. Whoa. Everybody's making moves that are surprising me now. That's a cool move. Very aggressive. Probably not good. I have knight b5. Knight b5 looks devastating. What's he going to do? It's not a developing move, true. Jim is... You can just take that pawn. I can't believe it. I can't believe you can just take that pawn. Like nothing happened. Queen a4. He'll probably run for a queen trade. Man, I just assumed that I would have some kind of play. I guess not. Assume nothing. That's a saying, right? Where does that come from? I'm about to get rolled spatially by someone on sound here. This looks really, really ugly. At least for the moment. On the other hand, I mean, he's just wildly advancing all of his stuff. A little recklessly, if I might add. I hope Jim will unravel. and ravioli. But the time. This guy has 19 minutes left, damn. Okay, I lost against him. I got crushed. This was a theoretical Nimzo. Balkush. No, it's not Balkush. Another Peter. Peter. E5. Okay. Not happy with that. Astrobate, what are you doing trading pieces? How dare you? Dude, I'm totally lost against Astrobate. He's trading pieces now. What happened to you, man? What happened to you? Bishop c3. Okay, what else am I going to do? He's going to castle, though. Knight h5 doesn't look good. Knight e8 doesn't look appealing so much so, but we might have to do it. Knight d7, even worse. I mean, it may turn out that knight h5 is not so bad in the grand scheme of things. Knight h5, f4, knight d7. Bishop h5 looks awful. So I'm pretty much thinking that g4, g5 may be strong after all. I don't know. Just running out of time. Yevgeny doesn't normally play in the simuls too much. He's a strong player, master strength. Too many masters makes me sad. Dude. Petrosian. Alright. This is just crazy. Must kill quickly. Die. Victim. He wants to play knight g7, the kingside fianchetto. Classic. It's a classic kingside fianchetto situation. More exchanges are on the way. Chefmaster couldn't resist the pawn grab. It's contagious. Now f5. Wow. I mean, that's crazy risky in this situation, I would think. Jim's planning on castling queenside. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Sometimes if I just say random suggestions and hope people do it, it's a good strategy. Rook f2? Wow. Unbeknownst to me, I never imagined someone would play rook f2. That is disturbing. Disturbing that I wouldn't ever consider it, and disturbing that I don't see a great move. Okay. Yeah. So we're in a lot of hurt here. But maybe we can survive. The bishop f8 response. Conditioned response. Knight takes d6, bishop takes d6, bishop... Well, I mean, I get your bishop for it. At least that's important, right? I was hoping for more. Freaking Petrosian. Knight takes d5, queen d5 check, knight f7 defends. What am I going to do? The full Farago Ivan isn't enough here. Knight a4, bishop b4, and stuff like that. Damn it. Knight takes d5 followed by bishop b4. It's just like giving up too much material. What am I going to do? Knight e5? Knight e5 is interesting. Knight e5 doesn't work. Knight e5 is interesting. Knight e5 doesn't work. Consistent. Man, I have some serious problems now. Wow. I mean, this guy, he's gotten stronger. He was never bad in the first place, but he's improved. It must really be like 14 years old. He was 10 when he started, now he's like 14 and getting brutal. Knight takes d5, pawn d5, this isn't enough. Damn. Knight e5 doesn't work. Nothing works. Sophisticated game by black. I'm unhappy with this position. And the maniac with white here, gonna roll me again. Every week, I think he should be giving the simuls. He's so strong, honestly. Every week I'm just like ravaged by someone on sound. Now he's getting faster too. I'm a dead man. I have no space. My king is trapped in the center. He castled king's side. Just when you were hoping he would castle the other way. This looks terrible. Nils, what are you trying to do, man? You're seriously gonna tilt me? Like Bob? King Crusher's been doing this for like 10 years, man. He has a huge following. Do you know how many YouTube viewers he has? It's amazing that he doesn't have more viewers, dude. Do you know how many subscribers he has to his YouTube channel? Like a lot. And he's been doing this for a long time. I mean, I'm honestly surprised he doesn't have more. But there's been a lot of competition lately. No, I mean, I like King Crusher. But I don't, I'm not media savvy, and I don't, focus on how many viewers I have much. He's Knight c5. Jesus Christ. What the heck? What the heck? He's like one of the first people to start doing YouTube videos. He's put a lot of work in. I mean, I credit him. Everybody like makes fun of him because he's not that strong. But, he's like the godfather of YouTube. Chess people. No, I don't like to see people making fun of him. There's a lot of people who are much weaker who stream. And he's devoted a lot to this. And he's a credible player. He's not like my personal friend, but he's rated my stream. I don't like Bullet, I don't have that much in common with him as a player, but appreciate what he does. I had to make a living teaching lessons, Nils. It's pretty time intensive. I didn't know there was going to be like a Twitch pandemic rage for chess in advance. If I had known, maybe I would have bet in another direction. But I didn't put that much into, Twitch and YouTube. Mostly I just focus on teaching. But I'm not that money oriented. Some people here are very money oriented. I need money, but it's not something I love. There's a lot of really crappy streamers now whose only care is like selling merch in their stream or whatever. I mean, whatever. What am I gonna do? I mean, they're like grifters practically. Chess grifters. Bishop c4, knight e5, bishop e6. Rook takes c3, sacking the exchange. Mirales. Can I sacrifice for this? I'm gonna be a chess grifter. It's hard to tell, you know, when people are being sarcastic online. Bob likes to pull my buttons. Is that an expression? Whatever. Press my buttons. It's close enough. I'm not a big fan of what King Crusher does, like playing bullet and stuff, but whatever, you know. I know he gets a lot of crap, but he's done a lot for YouTube, for chess on YouTube. He built, you know, people like him built the groundwork for us to be streaming at all. We should appreciate him. People like Chess Network, who's done a lot for YouTube chess as well. All right, I don't know. I'm gonna turn into Princess Chess here in a minute and like give up my bishop on g7. This is my only choice. Knight, fianchetto, knight defense. I guess it's playing kind of passive, but like uber solid. Push my buttons. Close enough. So, speaking of giving up your dark square bishop, this is interesting. Yeah, I didn't realize it first, but Nils, you know, he's not rude like Bob. He just asks innocently. I normally just ban people immediately who start that kind of conversation, because like 99% of the time they're trying to troll me. Whatever. I'm out of here. I could castle queenside. That's nuts. Right. That's what people don't appreciate. You know, any streamer who like makes fun of King Crusher or something because they're higher rated or he's, you know, an older guy or something. I mean, think about the fact that how much this guy has put into it. Have some appreciation. And he loves chess, you know. Build that wall. Build the wall. F6? God, that's ugly. I'm not pro wall, I'm just kidding. You're not innocent, you're bad. Bad. Build it. What am I doing? G5 is hanging. Okay, whatever. Queen D2 is a good move. So this guy's 1400. I still don't believe it. He's not a 1400. This is crazy. I think I'm about to get crushed. Maybe I should sack the exchange here as well. Try to salvage a draw somehow. He was suspicious at first, and he's still suspicious. I got a lot of exchange sacrifices going on today. But I mean, 10-year-olds play is getting to another level now. He never used to be this sophisticated. He's not a 30-year-old guy. I thought he was like a 30-year-old guy. Summon that sound. Typical 30-year-old guy. What am I gonna do? I'm just gonna resign, dude. I'm just crushed, as usual. Crushed as usual. It's devastating. Knight h2? How many people play knight h2 in this kind of position? I want to check that position after the game. Bishop g4, knight h2. Of course, How many choices does he have? Knight g1, rook f1, castles, bishop e2. Knight h2 and castle kingside, and it's like game over. Virtually game over. It's virtual game over. If I just say the same thing over and over again, it slowly sinks in. But I'm in time pressure. Now Yevgeny's trying to be Karpov again. Be the Karpov. Be the ball. Knight d3? Wish that would work somehow. How's my knight on e8, honey? Hiroku's just super solid. Praying Mantis is 1400 too. I mean, dude. What's with the weird 1400s? I just want to resign this already. 1400s don't play that sophisticated like Nimzovich. You would be much higher automatically if you're 1400. Interesting, he didn't capture there. But whatever. I can play bishop takes b2. Wow, b5. That's crazy, man. You've got 19 minutes left. And he challenged me directly. On b5. Okay, well, I gotta just move faster, period. It's hard to play this kind of position I've got against Iesta with this time. I'll probably lose this on time. Another exchange sack. I'm doing that on like every board. Knight a2. a5? Seriously? Close to resigning here as well. White sacked the pawn in the opening. He seems comfortable in a pawn down endgame. Which not a lot of people are, typically. Nice move. More sacrifices on the way. Yeah, I mean, there's no way that you're 1400 and you play like this. Moves like bishop f3, knight a4, c4. I mean, this is like sophisticated Nimzovichian play for white. I think we lost to that guy once before. I never can remember, though, the players who like crushed me who were 1400. Then they come back for another game. After they beat me like 10 times, then I remember, oh, that was the 1400 who plays like a master. It's hard to keep track. I should have like a master list, but it's just too much. Okay, what do we got here? It's been a tough day. At least Humpty Dumpty, you know, I just hung a pawn. He's 1800, he's reasonable. I mean, I'm going to lose this guy. He's 17-17, 42 games. I should draw, actually. Hold a draw here. Moving almost instantly. Alright, Ruslan has gone over the line with too much space for me. I can't believe this is even survivable. Wow. This is too crazy. What the hell am I doing? How about my knight on a5? You guys like that? The other thing is the speed, you know. Not only are you 1400 and you play an almost master level game, but you don't need to use any time. A lot of brutal players. I mean, if the 1400s were like 1400s, I can handle this simul. But it's like I'm playing 15 2000s and then the 1400s who play like 2100s or masters as well, which is like overload. You know, I can't play the simul if the 1400s are playing like masters. You know, there's no way I can handle that. This is unbelievable. Someone on sound, you're like master too. Too many masters. It's been a while since I even got a draw against someone on sound. I mean, I don't know. Ages. Jim, we know, is strong. But Jim's position seems kind of dubious. What is going on around here? D5, wow. What about development? I don't know, man. I mean, this looks suspicious for Jim. He's getting kind of low on time. This guy's speed is ridiculous. Okay, he's actually like 1550, but he just blundered, it looks like. Looks like he blundered. Damn, Acerbator's gonna crush me now. He's got D5. Okay, the hippo. My knight is good on G1. I mean E1. I don't know. We gotta get it off the back rank, I guess. Terrible blunder earlier against this player. Brutally strong. Now what? Bishop takes c3. Rook takes c3. I mean, I don't know what else to suggest. I'm losing control of e4. Acerbate. Why are you blitzing? Feels like Jim's going too far, too fast. Getting excited. What? So Andre just dropped a bishop. See, things people get excited with the time. But this player, wow. All right. Chef Master. What happened? G5. Damn. You play like a wild man. Seriously. Seriously wild. Wild man. A serious wild man. I don't know. In the time, I can't handle it. Damn it. Do the best I can. That's all I can do. But there's an uptick in speed, which isn't really necessary. You guys don't need to try to blitz me. The temptation is just too strong for the majority. Masturbate among us. Masturbate just dropped a key pawn in the process of trying to flag me. Someone else sound also playing extremely fast today, dude. Everybody's playing super fast. What is going on here? Okay, Heroku has a reason to play fast. He's down to like 6 minutes, but he's not playing fast. One of the only people who actually has a reason to play fast, I would say. This is like addiction to playing fast. We know AP always does that. Whew, 10-year-olds play is just devastatingly brutal. The highest level. It's like playing Botvinnik himself. I don't know what to do. Check out this guy. He's just insta-moving. Every time it's my turn. It's always my turn. Same thing here. I'm offering a draw. I'm not. I thought I was a pawn up here, but I'm not. That's like a perfect game by black, by the way. I thought I was up a pawn. I was convinced that he had dropped a pawn earlier, but that's not true. Complete misconception on that Taylor game. He's played an almost perfect game. I don't know why I thought he had blundered. Convincing myself that he had hung a pawn somehow. Asterbate, what are you doing? Okay, my queen's hanging. Asterbate is becoming an endgame player. Avoiding the exchange of knights. Wow. Check him out. What do I do next? Trying to survive. Mr. Slowhand always confuses me because he's faster than you think. The time makes me nervous because he gets in time pressure. That's what most people feel. From the other side, my pressure makes them nervous. With Mr. Slowhand, it's the opposite. I mean, this has to be terminal. Terminal. E5. Uh-oh. Humpty Dumpty. He declined my draw now. Oh boy. I'm just gonna resign. It's the 42 games guy. Get ready to resign in that one. I try to tell people not to play. I don't want to accept players who less than 100 games. He's now declined to draw equal pawn rook in game against an IM, and he's rated 1700 lichess. I get the picture, dude. Been here before a few times. The time pressure is over for me. Man, Jim just doesn't care. Oh shit. What the F? Seriously? I don't believe it. Bishop e4, what was that? This is an incredible position. Knight d6? What do I do? I mean, you know, if you're like better, you would only decline a draw if you expect to win. Spade setting up a non-mate there. Oh, I just gave you my rook. Okay, good game. That was a really good game, man. Excellent. Enjoyable. Incredibly enjoyable. Thank you for that. I had a good time. I didn't see my rook was hanging. It was hopeless anyway. White had played an almost devastatingly perfect game. There was no chance. Lunch Papa is unbelievable. In defense, very strong. So it's the same theme every week. I just get ravaged by time pressure. It's gotten a little bit sort of lame at this point. That's Imre subtly setting up like checkmates out of nowhere. Alright. Rook takes, king takes, check. This has to work. Man, I can't believe Jim. What did I do? Bishop e7. Can't believe you can play like this. Jeez. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm just screwed. Screwed. Castles. The Notch Papa, how can you have 16 minutes left, dude? Is that even normal? Have 16 of your 20 minutes left? Seriously? What the F, man? $16 minutes left? Yeah, I'm tired of this. I really am. Tired of people just basing their whole game on trying to flag me. It's so lame. Asturbate, why do you do it every time too? You have 16 minutes left. It's disgusting. You know I don't like it. Playing for the time. He's got 16 minutes. I'm trying to teach him to play chess. But he's just like trying to flag me instead. What's the point? They never learn. Ruslan has 17 minutes. I don't understand why he wants to play in the Simul. The play by 7-year-old is excellent. But he's actually used his time. One of the few people here to actually use his time. It's incredible. So credit to him for that. Appreciate it. Playing a real game. Playing for something other than just trying to win on time, which seems to be the main thing for people. The problem is these people who do simuls, which are like 5 minutes or whatever, then that becomes the norm. Everybody thinks, oh, that's the normal thing to do. The point of simuls is to like win on time against the title player. It's like a perversion of chess. So it's not just your fault, you know, it's the fault of the people who promote these time controls where that's the point, you know. 5-minute simuls. I just lost my knight against Heroku. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, that's brutal. Wow, no square. That's a disaster. It's a nasty trap. Ribardi is... he's a different player every time I play him. He's sometimes extremely strong. Sometimes not. I don't really know what to expect in general. Imre. Pretty much universal flagging. Rouse, do you have a mate? You're giving the exchange back. God, it's a brilliant idea. I just can't stand playing garbage moves, you know? This sucks. My game against Heroku was one of my best positions. I just lost a piece in one move. It's terrible. Usually if you get a losing position, you know, it happened because of something organic in the position. But in that case, I had a great game, just happened to fall for that. But Chef Master just really outplayed me. So this is weird. He's going to go into a lost king and pawn game. Wow. Rook d2. Rook d2. Seriously. That's crazy. That works. My game just froze. Like, I don't get another game. It's pretty cool. Morales giving the exchange back. Brilliant D. Morales actually has time pressure. He's like the only player in the Simul with time pressure. Alright. I don't think I have much compensation against Heroku, but we gotta try. Knight b2. Maneuver. This hurts. This is like playing a master. Now black did a crazy thing there. He played d5. Wow. Wow is all I can say. Asteroid has the record he's ever had. 16 minutes against me. Dude, what's up with that? That's the most he's ever had. Normally he uses like at least 5 minutes smoking. Something's up today. Literally his like fastest simul game ever. This is like resigns. Playing a grandmaster. Sorry, dude. I can't answer that kind of level of play in the simul, Chef Master. I can't possibly play that strong. That's too much for me. Not gonna happen. Ruslan had a miraculous defense here. Queen b2. Anti-mate. And he maintains attacking chances at the same time. This is disturbing. Alright. If I'm rational, I'm probably okay there, but getting a little concerned. Paranoid as hell. Knight h4. That looks pretty. Pretty. Wish I had castle. Can I castle? Is this chess 960? This is chess 960, right? They're castling. Masturbate's like a positional master now. Knight a7. With 16 minutes. Three minutes against the guy? Where did my time go? It just like magically disappeared. Dude. Seriously. Why is my time just magically disappearing against certain players? But not against others. Where did it go? Where did my time go? It just disappeared. Like 3 minutes of my time just evaporated out of nowhere. What was up with that? Did you guys see that? Did my time just disappear literally? That's what it looked like. Dude. Rook f1. Instantaneously. He's 1400. If a 5-year-old at least had to use time, I'll say that. Because you have to use time to play that well. You know? But the people that don't use any time, I mean, it's ridiculous. Yeah, Yevgeny and 5-year-old are down to 5 and 7 minutes. Hayden's Mirror with 4. They used time. They played strong moves, but they used time. Masturbate with 96. Bizarro move. 17 minutes now. Masturbate, are you sure you're playing this game? Not somebody else? Because you never play like that speed. But I did ask him to play seriously. So I guess he took me literally. He came to play. Now I'm sad because he took me seriously. You can't win. You just can't win. Wow. Wait, I had a plan. Damn, dude. This is insane. Wow, d6. That's not good. I am not happy. He resigned. So, I wouldn't call him Hikaru. Heroku, the backward Hikaru. The other Hikaru. Jim, how do you feel about tic-tac-toe? Jesus Christ. Are you serious? Is that knight hanging? Knight takes. What did I just do? I think I just panicked when I didn't have to. Sort of sad about that. Wait, what? Queen e3. Yes. What else should I do? What would you recommend here? God damn. I'm freaking confused, man. I've got to be honest with you. Mirales. Genius. What do I do? Run over to the other side. Is my knight trapped yet? It's just incredible. Notch Papa has 14 minutes. All-time time record. I would say 5-year-olds play is probably like 2,500 approximately in this game. Just roughly. Extremely strong. Like playing the world champion, Botvinnik. Okay, can I defend this? Not looking good against Jim. Jim got away, tricked me. Here we have a very small edge. Damn it. What? Damn, dude, are you serious? He's already seen that? Ruslan? I don't think it's possible to beat Notch Papa. Possible. Possible. No es posible. But the time is the most brutal thing about it. How much time he has at the end of the game. He hasn't even used yet. It's like Merle Dixon. I just almost dropped my rook. Nice. Nice. 2 pawns up. Masturbate with the most time ever. Bishop b3, queen b3, queen a1 check. Can that work? Don't let Mr. Slowhand trick you into thinking that he's in any danger. That's his big thing. What? I tried to make a move, it wouldn't let me. Check. "10 minutes. Good God. Good God, man. This is brutal, dude. If I ever need someone to pretend to be Botvinnik, I know where to go. What just happened? F3. Jeez. What? Dude, you're like devastating. Lucas I knew was really strong, but he is 2 pawns down. Jesus. Humpty Dumpty's not a joke. I thought I just hung a pawn, but he's like brutally strong. Speaking of hanging pawns. Oh my god. What? You're kidding me. Jeez. Alright. What? Wow. Wow. Again, wow. Dude, seriously? Having so much fun here. How strong is Mr. Slowhand? Seriously. Incredible. Damn, dude. What? Do I ever have any kind of tactic? He traded? After all that, he trades down to a lost king and pawn endgame? What? I knew there was something strange there. Wow. The amount of people that are going nuts with like no time left. Astrobate has this amazing trick. My god, man. He has the most time of anybody in the whole Simul now. Holy crap. Jesus. This has to be a joke. I'm just screwed. It's so many boards. I can't believe you would play a game like that in a trade. Black just sacked a piece here. He went berserk. Dude, seriously. He's down a queen. A lot of people going kind of nuts. Wait, Humpty Dumpty blunder? No. It's a very complicated position. He may have blundered, but it's not a fatal sort of blunder. This is just devastating. We are getting some blunders, though. Minor blunders. Oh, seriously? Oh man, are you serious? You took an F5 and I didn't trade. I just dropped a piece. Alright, that was bad. Thought I could wait a second. That sucks. Playing Botvinnik here is taking a lot out of me. It's a little hard to play against a former world champion. You know, that's basically been devastating. I can't handle playing world champions in my stream. In general. Asterbait went nuts. 14 minutes left on the clock. Usual summon on sound. Completely outplayed me the whole game. One day he'll make a mistake. This is just brutal. Wow. What? It's messed up, dude. Damn. Why not resign, man? That's just so wrong. Jim has one last trick. No, he's actually maybe winning. I don't know. Bishop takes. Oh, okay. Check that game afterwards. Black's precision in the game. Crazy. Ridiculous. Insanely strong. Play by 10-year-old. I would say White's play was that, or Black's play was that of like a 2500 GM. I don't know, I might be wrong, but that's what I'm saying. It was a really, really high performance. I don't think he might have made any inaccuracies the whole game. You're playing a strong, strong master there. Extremely high level. Like 2300 would be minimum. Eventually I cracked. Ruslan annoys me with a time play. It gets kind of old after a while. He's not the only one. Asteroid, when I said I wanted you to play a good game, it didn't mean play faster. It meant, like, you know, try to play your best. He just played faster, basically. He was playing really well, but at some point he decided to just strictly play for time instead of position. And then it was like a different player. We have some compensation against Hikaru. Roku. Here we go. A fork that doesn't fork. What is it called? A fork trick. We just went ballistic here. Sacrificing all their pawns and stuff. It's like impossible to get in at this guy. A fork that doesn't fork. I'm up a bishop. Temporarily. How did you do that? A magic trick. Masturbate magic trick. 16 minutes. All-time record. Oh, Jim, you has that covered. So you're not concerned in the least. He has that. What? The what? Oh my god. Wow, that's crazy. Tactical melee sequence. Alright. Just checking. Dude, are you serious? Accurate to the last. To the last bit. The last little bit. Even now, you can't break against him. Damn, dude. That's incredible. It's crazy, dude. Just can't possibly beat him. Rook down. Lost those before. Alright, now what? How's my brakes coming? Have you fixed my brakes yet? This is just this. All that trying to win on time. Wow. That's a weird queen. A weird queen. Man, I hate these notifications from Twitch that people are streaming that keep popping up. It's massively annoying. In there. In it to win it. Dr. Queen trade. Wait a minute. Rook takes. Queen takes bishop f4, d6. Bishop e3. Queen takes, bishop e3, d6. Rook e5. Probably shouldn't trade queens. He'll have it all mapped out already. Wait, what? Oh, he blundered. Aspirate allowed a sneak attack with 18 minutes left on the clock. Only. Yeah, I should turn off the notifications. Another sneak attack. Wow. What a convenient move. That's crazy. Check him out. He happens to have e5 now. How crazy is that? And that just wins. Mr. Slow, I haven't beaten one game in the last 5. He just wins again. That's insane, dude. This should be resign. I'm not going to play you next time, dude. I gave you another chance, and what do? You do the same thing again. It pisses me off, you know, the Ruslan guy. I give him another chance to play, he does it again. It's like there's no learning. You know, just playing for time, not resigning. You've got 19 minutes left. It's like I have better things to do than this. Pisses me off, seriously. This is ridiculous. He's been lost for like 40 moves. But the whole goal of the entire game was to play for time. Don't you understand that you're wasting your time? There's no point to that. You don't learn anything. Like Astrobate and Ruslan. Even if you win, you learn nothing. You know, so what's the point? You miss the whole point of the game, essentially. The game against Jim is a draw. Unlucky for a draw. This game here is kind of tricky, but I'm probably alright. His knights are so awkward. Yeah, they're just taught never to resign, I guess. This position is kind of weird against Humpty Dumpty. That's a draw. I'm not going to be a jerk and like play for a win after I'm complaining about other people not giving, you know, resigns and winning positions. Clearly Jim knows how to draw rook with rook and bishop or whatever. Though it is losable. We discussed this recently. We saw an example of someone losing it. What do I do here? H4? Maybe I should have played it earlier when I could still play H5. Thanks, guys, for the games. 14 wins, 3 draws, 5 losses thus far. 1 to Mr. Slow, whose name is a troll. He's anything but slow. Alright. Damn, what do I do? I'd like to trade queens, but I'm kind of screwed if I do that. Weird. Weird, what do I do? What do I do? I'm under a lot of pressure here. Damn. I'm gonna lose something. I guess I just have to lose it. Somewhat scary to play against. Is your new name. Let's unpin. Nothing bad could possibly come of unpinning, right? Well, there is bishop takes g5, I just realized. Maybe that's the better way to do this. Grab a pawn. How about my king? Active king. Things could happen. Wanted to keep those pawns. Rook takes a2. I'm losing a key pawn. Very key pawn. You don't want to lose those pawns on the king side. No matter what. If possible. I guess. Keep my majority together. Has to be what is up, man? 18 minutes left? Were you sipping eggnog? Why were you playing so fast? I said play your best. Play a good game. You don't need to play faster. Try harder, be tougher. You ended up just playing faster. You started off great. Good battle. Thanks, guys, for playing, for supporting the stream. Yes. I must keep this blockaded. And c5 is in trouble. Bishop d8 isn't so simple. What about bishop back to e3? Yeah, that's a good move. Jeez. What the hell? Not normal. Check. Might even be a blunder, if I'm lucky. I just blundered. Super king. Yeah, obviously black is lost here. This is a resign. Guys, I'm gonna stream tomorrow. I think we're gonna start on normal time at 11. I've been starting earlier last week. The schedule looks like it will permit. Normal. Super king. Uber king. I could get mated. It's been known to happen. We'll be, yeah, he's got me kicked out. It's kind of a weird situation here. And the trickiest player I know. Rook d8, rook takes. That's pretty ugly. So I have to play bishop d8. Not too happy about this. This was a bad game. I blundered early. Lucky to be alive. But rooking games. I like rooking games. Can I handle this rooking game? Am I giving him too much? I think I just blundered. I can't believe your rook can come in there. Oh man, I did that? I didn't think you could do that. Wow. I think I'm blundered with 95. Humpty Dumpty. Rook takes. He's gonna have perpetuals. Damn. This is driving me crazy. My H-pawn is hanging too. What if I check and take her A-pawn? Well, my rook's doing nothing on G4. He went back. That's a surprising move. Okay, that game is over. We've got 4 left, essentially, but 1 is finished. Other 3 are close. This king has very few squares here. If I take on A2, he gets in a check. This looks very drawish. I was probably winning that game. I screwed it up. Thanks guys for watching. We'll be back tomorrow with Blitz and Rapid Chess from 11 to 1:15. He played Rook C1. This is a total disaster. I mean, his only way is active counterplay against my pawns here. I think this move might go from a loss to from a draw to a loss. Objectively, I have time to protect my pawns. His pawn's not really going anywhere. We can blockade that easily. This position could go either way too. I was thinking of sacking a piece actually here. H6 maybe. Rook takes C5. We have a super active king. This should be easy, really. Now what's that? I can gang up on his d-pawn. That's the important pawn. There's also like rook f2. He's got a check. And then another check. Rook f2. Rook d5. Rook f7. Don't tell me he has some sort of tricks there. Yeah, maybe this is a mistake to go for this. Damn. I'm having second thoughts. Big time. Rook takes e5, pawn e5, king e5. King d7. Rook d1, I'm like tied down. Maybe I don't play rook d7, but I don't know what to play. Do we have another plan? Rook f1, perhaps. I can get mated. Anything's possible. This may be a blunder. Pushing too hard there. Economic impact payment. I want my economic impact payment now. This is a problem. Damn. Okay. What do I do? It's been such a weird game. I'm not concentrating well here. Surprisingly difficult to make progress. We got it. A breakthrough for the king. If I can play endgames one-on-one with people, I'm pretty good. Not bad. But my level goes way down when I'm playing all these games. Rook e6. Okay, now king f5. How do I make progress? Leave me alone. Look at those knights. Oh my gosh. Yeah, what am I going to do? Do I really want to play king f5 here? Maybe h5. h5. You can always play h6. Now f4 with two connectors. I mean, this looks really good. Not the only move. Rook d7, threatening to infiltrate. We just got John Mac TV subscribing. Tier 1, 5 months. Thank you, man. Thanks for the sub. My favorite event of the week, although it is hard work, I get some interesting games and everybody's happy. Someone on sound, you didn't resign, did you? It was a little early to resign there. I mean, that's a tricky position. Definitely a premature resignation. Don't tell me you lost on time. You were, I thought you were still in the game. Just tricky endgame against Heroku is kind of cool. Cool. What am I doing? King f5 is like the only way to make progress. It may be a draw. I mean, I was much worse, like lost. Let's not joke around. I was lost. Right, but man, that's an awkward position for that rook in a way. Rook d2 check isn't quite good enough. Is it? Maybe it is. Rook d2 check. King e1. Barnacles. Mike Barnacle. Yeah, it just occurred to me. That's a good name for people who never crack. See reference. For the Air Masters. Okay, whatever. I mean, this is over. See people. The barnacle. Heroku is a barnacle. I saw this 3 years ago on another channel. But I figured it was over. First check. Realistically, we could just play rook c7. It's my most popular way to win. It does look bad. Like, what's he gonna do? Passive, but good. If there was ever a helpmate, this is it. G6 check. What else can I do? I mean, I have to try this. I don't know if it works. Mike. That is not a barnacle. Oh no. This has to be bad. H6 check? Your king gets driven back to the back rank. There's not enough space. This has to be bad. Can he blockade maybe after G7? It's weird. So I guess I should take. Okay, it's still complicated. He might still have blockade. I need to be careful. Yeah, maybe it's not so easy. Take. He's still blockading. I need my other rook in. He's got another guy. My other brother, Daryl. Is G7 any good? G7. It's not bad. Like G7, rook E6. But he is very short of squares. Non-barnacle. Barnacles are pretty nasty. I remember once my dad like capsized in a sailboat, and him and his friend came home after getting rescued. They were like clinging to the boat where the barnacles were, and they were cut up so bad. Barnacles are not friendly. That rook is very short of squares. G5. Mr. Coffee, you're a seafaring person. Have you ever had an experience with a barnacle? Barnacle experience? Underwater? Mind is in the gutter. Alright, bishop f6. Now I'm having fun. So the most interesting game is this game with Heroku. You never had direct dealings with barnacles. Well, they seem like they're just tough, but they're more than tough. They're actually pretty sharp. So maybe the barnacle is not truly a good description. Aimbot. Chess aimbot. Legion recommends chess aimbot. Just kidding. Alright. This game is what? Heroku resigned? Is he really out of moves there? It looked like he still had some blockade left in him. This is a non plus whatever. This is stalemate. Stalemate situation. This is stalemate. This is not stalemate. It is not stalemate. Just give up. There's no chance I'll stalemate. Actually, I've done that like probably 3 times. Whenever I tried to make like extra queens to troll people, I always stalemate. It's like ridiculous. It's like guaranteed stalemate. I guess he just plays out everything. That's alright. I can do that. 4 queens. Astrobate with the speed chess simul game. So we ended up with 18 wins, 3 draws, 5 losses. An acceptable result. Some good games, some bad games. I dropped a piece against Yevgeny. Secret Knight dropped a piece against me. I guess they put the games like the worst ones at the top of the list. That's how it works. Directly, it's like Yevgeny, where I just dropped my bishop on b7, and Scared Knight, where he sacked his knight on f7. They seem to be sorted by level of blunder. Then it gets a little more interesting. Well, that's actually highest opponent rating. That's funny. So there was no one over 2200. I guess because, yeah, some people don't have classical, or, classical rating. Standard, whatever. Standard casual. Is it standard or classical? Edward, yeah, I was worried more about the recapture and the resulting position. Obviously, I'm not 100% okay. I didn't think it was that clear for me. I thought you were better. You were much better after I gave you a bishop, but yeah, I didn't really. I mean, obviously, like, okay, take here. Rook takes. I presume you probably don't treat queens. I'm not sure which recapture is better. I was erring on the side of caution with this because of the possibility of like a 1-move mate or something, but Objectively, I would prefer to recapture with the pawn there. After bishop takes, I expected rook takes. I would think a long time. Like to take with the g-pawn better. Perhaps I didn't give enough thought to rook takes f5. But this is the kind of position that I need a lot of time to think. You had a tremendous position. I made fun of g4. I thought it was kind of impatient. Computer also thought it was impatient, but I didn't take advantage. You know, that was a good game by you. Though it was cut short in its youth. Unfairly. I also lost to Mr. Slow, a bunch of others, but most of the games were pretty good. Jim's game was interesting. Haruku, did you really have to resign? He was lost. Wow. Funny, I wasn't 100% confident. He was winning. Of course, I dropped a piece earlier, so that was pretty bad. The Karpov style, though, you got it down till g4. Anyway, what was the most interesting game? The game with Mr. Slow. Wow, I was pretty pissed. I had a lot of play here. This was sad to lose that at the end. Seemed like I had a lot of play. Apparently I was like totally lost though toward the end. He's like on his increments the whole time. At this point, I'm just slightly worse. And apparently this is a blunder, but it's a very unpleasant position. I saw knight b3, queen b4. I missed here queen c5, which was a solid move. I missed everything, actually. I didn't even think about just like playing rook a8. For me, it was either I take here or not. Takes on c1. That's like the third best move. So I didn't play my only defense there against Mr. Slow. Chef Master just crushed me. Oh, the Botvinnik game, right. Like, I want to see that. Like, what is Cesena pawn lost there? Jesus. And not Chiadesso. Didn't even use any time just to waste me. This was weird. He's usually playing something off the wall and strange. I was just completely lost. Queen b6. Queen a6. And now he surprised me by not playing knight b3. Plays h4, g4, now knight b3. This exchange sacrifice was actually okay. a5 is the number one move, I would assume. I just hung a rook. Man, I don't know, I didn't have confidence I had enough compensation here, but the computer says it's viable. But I never considered castling kingside. In that position, I was trying to preserve my structure a little too much, I guess. That position is too complicated for me to evaluate in this time control. And but the other game, man, 10-year-old's play is just, there's no way I could keep up with him. Apparently he made a blunder. I am lost in the final position. I just dropped a pawn. Just totally missed it. But it's not easy to explain how difficult it is to play a position like this, where I'm just getting tortured with no time. The computer says it's a draw, you know, but you have to suffer and play like perfect defensive moves. His play in this game is very impressive. Although not knowing the theory in the opening, he played, I thought, well, very well. I missed something here when I played knight a4, but I don't know. I wanted to like sack a knight or something. Apparently it's not quite gonna work. So I wanted to play this. None of my tactical moves worked. And I just didn't know what to do, and I like drifted into a passive position slowly. But that's why you don't play e3 against the Grunfeld. But I didn't. You know, the funny thing is, he plays queen b3, c6. Like, what the heck? You know, you just do c6. Safe and passive. And it's perfectly okay. Carlsen game. e6 is theory. So we've transposed to Faro go Ivan, e3 Grunfeld now, which is nothing. Just absolutely nothing for white. The big nothing. Here he played the one move that's been played, and the number one choice of the computer there, 94. The one move that black has won with. It's like best. Black has slight advantage after that. That's impressive. Impressive game. Definitely master play. Not bad for a 2000. Too difficult, a lot of those games to play for me. The subtle games where there's no simplification are really hard. I want to see the Simul again. Yeah, we finished in time. Not too late. Peter like resigned or something? What was that? This guy played like uber fast and then resigned after Queen D3. I guess I'm threatening Knight D4. He just didn't like his position, so he resigned. But prior, he was doing fine. Like here, he's almost equal. If he just takes on C4, he was looking for too much. Anyway, guys, I gotta go. Chef Master, yeah, Chef Master played like a murderer. You are a master, apparently. Not a victim, that's for sure. I always miss the game I'm looking for. This is just like sliced and diced and resign. You made one mistake. Ridiculous opening. Of course, not playable in a serious game. But somehow you found a way to defend this. This move, Queen B6, is the engine's only move. Like, you seriously play this opening? For real? You're just like going on feel here. Queen B6 is the only move that doesn't lose by force. Of course, I don't really want to allow a trade of queens, but I didn't know what to play. This is really weak. I played like super weak, passive. If I was a poker player in this game, it would be like the weakest pacifist play in a good situation you could do. And then I tried this. Unbelievable. Perfect defense, Knight C5. Sees everything. I don't have time to calculate properly, so I played this stupid position. Black's bishops just rake the board, and I'm clearly worse. I like G5. That's number one. Then it disappears. C6 is also good. It's a nightmare, White's position at this point. At move 18. That's another game. Both of them played like 2300s, at least. So, thanks guys for playing. Remember not to play too fast. Causes trouble. Thanks for the games, guys. I'm going to be back tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. CET. Thanks for those of you who supported the stream by subscribing, and any kind of donations go a long way, so I appreciate it. Scared Knight, many lines of Scandi apparently quite weak, but the advantage is difficult to harness. But that was not a Scandi. That was a martial defense. It's not even the right opening, you know. He's trying to force the Scandinavian in a d4 position, and it's like hard to explain to people. That's not even a legitimate opening. They're trying to, and he's a master level player. It's crazy, you know. All right, I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye.